And, there's only one way that I do this channel. It's as realistic as possible. When I started it a few years back, I didn't know what niche I was going to be getting into, but I knew for sure that my wife actually recommended uh, the title Stylish Grease Monkey. It's because if you haven't already noticed, this channel is not just about being stylish and being a mechanic, but both, right? I do trying to focus on heritage clothing, heritage style, but at the same time, I do work on cars because it is my passion to build cars, right? You know, um, this video right here, I'm gonna talk a little bit about is about um, how I can afford. Well, that's not even the right term, really, right? The right term is that you know, how can I buy expensive heritage clothing uh, if I'm so broke? I don't know if that's even the right term either. I'm not broke. I am doing okay, but all at the same time, I cannot continue to, charge those credit cards. Cannot continue to spend all my money on heritage clothing, right? Um, I am not asking for sponsorship, but sponsorship would be good to alleviate some of the expenses and also expand the diversity of the heritage clothing that I review on this channel or wear or sport free. You know what I mean? Because the bulk of it, I think, is in the heritage style. But I'm going to start making videos like this, like a simple blog about what I do here to make money, really, right? And at the same time, kind of teach a lesson to those that want to get into heritage clothing that it's not cheap. Well, for me, it's not cheap. I know some of you probably have endless financial resources, and I don't. But for someone like me and similar situations in which I have to save for months to get what I want as far as heritage clothing and make it that part of my budget, right? So here are ways that I actually make money and save and get those expensive jeans at the same time also get parts for my project vehicles and my own vehicles, right? So something like that. Probably seen this red Toyota in the background of some of my videos. It hasn't been running for some time because the timing belt snapped. And let me show you. I already took it apart. I'm not gonna show you how to do this. I'm just gonna talk about what I do to save money on something like this. So here you can see that the timing belt shredded. It didn't really snap in half, but what it did was allow the timing to the camshaft and the actual timing to go off and jump. Jump on the gears there. So it didn't want to start more. I thought it was the fuel pump again. This Toyota right here has over 270,000 miles, and it's still the original motor. It's still, well, I'm gonna make it run, but it was running prior to this incident right here. So what I did was order some parts from Amazon. I have all the parts here. So this is the part when no one really kind of shows you on most of the videos, is the hard part on the background, right? We make videos, make it look like it's a dream video, that we live good. We do live good. I do live good because it is my passion to work on cars. So I do work on my own cars, and like I said, I bought a timing chain or timing belt set from online, as well as drive belts, tensioners, bearings, all of that stuff. I've already taken apart what I need to take apart on this Toyota. And like I said, I'm not going to show that to you because it's very labor intensive. But I've taken it apart, I'm going to put it back together, and then we'll see if it runs today. Do you know how much money I save by actually doing this thing myself? Besides, I am, keeping my mind very sharp and learning a ton when I do these things. Okay, like I said, guys, I've already taken it apart. Took the front cover, lower cover, all of these things are apart, even the old belts off. I'm going to clean it so that it's nice and clean, and then I need to still time it correctly because, like I said, that the old belt allowed the camshafts gears right here to slip off, and now it's not in timing. But it should take me a couple hours to put it back together, and then we'll start them up and see what happens. Thousands of dollars saved here so that I can save money and buy Heritage clothing accessories. Well, that didn't really turn out as planned. I was bolting it up together. I discovered that the tensioner bolt that bolts into the oil pump housing, because it's made out of aluminum, it was stripped. It was actually stripped. That probably the cause of the failure was the tensioner bolt stripping and the tension loosening it up, and of course the destruction follows. So we've had to go run to the store and buy some new oil pump, which is the housing itself, and let me show you. Okay, I'm not complaining because I love this. I love the challenge and finding out what's wrong. So this hole right here is supposed to have a what do you call that? The threads, but it's totally gone. It is made out of aluminum. Whoever worked on it before had over tightened that bolt, which is supposed to be like, I don't know, 20 foot-pounds or something like that, not 50. Anyway. And of course, because of destruction, you see these areas right here. Those are the areas that was part of the destruction. But we're fixing it and putting it back together. It's done. Kind of pulled an all-nighter last night because I wanted to get it done. Ran into a couple of problems because it has been worked on before and I've had to correct other people's work. By the way, took a little break today. This is a Toro from Baccarat, in case you're wondering. It has a sweet taste to the wrapper. I think it's Connecticut wrapper. Don't get me wrong though. So back to that Toyota Tacoma there. I'm going to show you a bit and what I did. I'm not going to sell that. It's been in the family for a little while. It's got about 230,000 miles, I think. That's pretty good on the same motor, same transmission. Toyotas are known for lasting long, and even though I'm a Ford guy by heart, I do like my Toyotas for my daily drivers because they're just, they're very, their reputation precedes them. Anyway, it used to be rusty, we fixed it. And I worked on an engine yesterday to make sure timing belt's completed. The oil pump, it needs to be replaced because of that bolt that I showed you. Let's go check it out. If you don't already know, I have also a 2020 TRD Pro Tacoma back there as my daily driver. Sold my FJ Cruiser and a Dodge Ram to buy that truck. Like I said, this truck right here has been in the family for a while. So why do I bother showing you this process? And like I said, the title of this video is how I save money so I can afford the toys I have, and also how I can afford, well, barely anyways, to buy the heritage clothing that I buy for this channel. But anyways, Stylish Grease Monkey is about that. Style, and then of course being a mechanic or being a car builder. That's all I have for you this week. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave me a like. Also subscribe if you haven't done so. Aloha.